discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome back again to another trailer break. I know there's been a bit of a hiatus between actual 3 Geeks Flix episodes. We're working on the second one's kind of a lost episode right now, some technical issues. Third one is definitely on the books. But of course, joining me in every trailer break so far is Justin Kyle the Muse. Say hello everyone. Justin.
Hello everyone.
Wouldn't be a trailer break without it. Now we just need the phone to go off again.
Probably get the doorbell, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I see. It's a nice backdrop there. This trailer break, it's a ton of trailers released last week. It's kind of hard to pick, and we are going to look at the 2016 Disney release, or I guess somewhat re-release, the live-action version, though, of The Jungle Book. So, real quick, here is the peek at the Jungle Book trailer.
Are you alone out here? What are you doing so deep in the jungle? Don't you know what you are? I know what you are. I know where you came from. Poor, sweet little cow. I'll keep you close. Let go of your fear now. And trust in me.
Alright, so kind of a quick overview. Of course, an orphan boy is raised in the jungle with the help of a pack of wolves, a bear, and a black panther. Director is Jon Favreau. The writers were Justin Marks and Rudyard Kipling, which was actually the book, I believe.
Right. He was the original author.
Right. Stars. We'll kind of go over that here in a minute, but well, hell, we might as well go over it. Huge cast here. Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba, Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Christopher Walken, Lupita Nyong'o.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Huge cast of well-known names right now, and I have to say, I was when I first heard that they were coming out with this, a live action. I was just like, well, you know, it's Disney. Of course, it's gonna have the visuals. It's gonna have probably decent sound and everything. But you know, is this really gonna be something I want to see? You know, is this something that's gonna be real kiddie? That trailer, it just it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Each scene seemed to capture the mood, and I love that the only thing you heard was Scarlett Johansson's call talking over the whole trailer, because it didn't have to say a word, and yet you felt like you knew it was going on.
Right.
But I mean to jump into it, we'll hit story for story. From that trailer so far, the story you could tell, give it to me. What are you feeling?
Well, I mean, it's a teaser trailer, so it's hard to get the full scope of the story. I remember hearing the reviews
Yeah.
that came out of D23 when they showed more footage than it's a teaser trailer, and every person that I watched on YouTube was saying that stole the show. That was including over Marvel as well as Star Wars.
Right.
So it's like, what is going on with Jungle? And then, of course, Favreau. He's good. He's been been good at this point. And then I finally saw the trailer, and I mean, I think this is the perfect trailer. This along with there was another one that came out recently that I would consider the perfect trailer, but this is flawless the way they presented this trailer.
I like it. I like it.
Right. And I agree. I'm someone going into it not feeling real hyped, and I'm not saying I'm running out to the streets excited, but I definitely am much more interested in seeing this to play the part of Captain Obvious again.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But it's just something I was a kid and I watched, and I liked it, and I can't say that it was like my absolute childhood favorite, but I liked it, and now that I go back and I see this, and I'm just like, man, now I like edgy films, I like edgy movies and whatnot, but I have to say I do like how they did put a almost kind of a real world dark kind of edge feel to it,
Right.
to being in the wild.
Right.
Now these are the people, Favreau, Iron Man, of course, and then some of the writers and whatnot from Pirates of the Caribbean. So you already know right there that it's going to be a decent movie.
Right.
It's going to have things. It's going to have the visuals.
Right.
You know it's going to have the visuals if you've got people from Pirates and whatnot.
Right.
But director, I loved every Iron Man that Favreau directed. I felt they were in the right direction. I felt they were true to the character and the story, and he had a good balance of
Down with it! Yes! Get on with it!
of light and dark, of happy and sad moments, and he balanced them well.
Right.
And so I feel like this is probably a movie you could still take your kids to. You're still going to be able to take your kids to and everything, but as an adult, you're going to be able to enjoy it.
Right. Yeah.
The cast, man. I mean, tell me what you're thinking. 'Cause
Well, here's the other thing that I heard when they came out of D23. Now, in this trailer, all you hear is Scarlett Johansson, which
Right.
I think it was perfect. I think that I wasn't really sold on Scarlett Johansson, even though she did a great job in what was that other movie where she played the robot? I guess she played a computer, and the guy, Walking Phoenix, he fell in love with her or something. It was
her.
Her. I don't know if you've seen that, but she did a great job doing that. But still, I wasn't sold on her being in the Jungle Book. And then I saw this trailer, and the way she says things, it's just so spot on for that character. Because that was the one that's can hypnotize you. So she's very fluid, and then but I heard coming out of D23 that she was actually not the one that stole the show. That other people like Idris Elba was awesome as Shere Khan, and I didn't hear anything about Christopher Walken, but it's Christopher Walken, so
Come on.
yeah, and he's going to be awesome. Ben Kingsley, He's the only one I think that has any formal voice acting training. He's a theater trained actor as well as does voice acting before, but
Oh,
I don't think
the man's legend. So yeah.
right. So they have pretty much, and Lupita Nyong'o just won an Oscar not last year but the year before. So I don't think they could have gotten a better cast. I think
Oh, I'm
they
with you.
literally got the best cast they could have, and then they cast the unknown for Mowgli, which I think was a really smart decision.
That was
Yeah.
your one actual human face. I believe was a great idea to come with an unknown. Nobody has any expectations or well that's so and so. I don't really see him as Mowgli, and it's like that's the way you want to do it. And I think that's one of the reasons why Disney has gone the way they've gone in the last couple of movies they've done, especially Abrams with the most recent Star Wars. To be a fanboy, look at the
Right.
background, but unknowns. Therefore, you don't have this already branded face on all these other people. You've got fresh faces, and they are those characters. And just watching the young man who's, let me look at his name here real quick. Neil Sethi, I believe is how it's pronounced. Neil, if I get it wrong, I apologize. But I have to say that you just by the look on his face, on all the situations, you could tell the emotion that was being played out and the words that weren't needed. And I think that's important, kind of, in a movie. You could say the words, but if I don't feel like you mean them,
Right.
you don't have me.
I mean, at this point, I know at D23 there were interviews where Ben Kingsley and Scarlett Johansson and Lupita Nyong'o said that they were in love with this kid, that they thought he was a perfect cast. So I don't see you getting that kind of praise without being like amazing, and they did, I don't know how many thousands of child actors,
I bet.
from India, but I wish we would have seen something, just like a little something from the kids, but that was the only thing that I was thinking. But as a teaser trailer,
That's why it's a teaser. That's why they're killing us with it. Visuals. They're there. I mean, those animals, they looked spot on. I did not feel like, you know how sometimes you can tell it's CG. Oh, it's CG. Right. And I mean, yeah, you could somewhat tell, yeah, it's some of a CG feel, but it doesn't distract. It actually draws it in more, and I like how they feel very, very real, very lifelike. It seems that they stayed true to the actual animal,
right?
And then the environment as well, your surroundings, your environment. Each time you see a shot, you feel like those animals and that environment belong together.
Right.
Nothing feels out of place.
And that's it! Now let's do this!
Yeah, the number one thing that stood out was how beautiful everything was. Like the opening shots of just the jungle, and then that opening shot where it shows, I'm guessing it's Shere Khan's feet only, but then you see right afterward you see like the antelope, and it looks like that scene out of Lion King almost, where it's like Pride Rock, except it's the badass walking up instead of. Oh, it's beautiful. It was beautiful.
And then another thing that was well done is the whole time, you're talking like you hear Scarlett Johansson, and then finally when you get the visual of her character Ka and where they're at, it's peas in a pod, dude. It's well done. Yeah.
I like how she draws out her S's too. Did you notice that? She's like,
just kind of like the character in the book, of course. It definitely gives it a serpent type feel.
Right.
So, that's another thing that's hand in hand. The actors and the visuals, I mean, they both sell the part, but, that also ties into where kind of you're talking about the S's is the sound.
Right.
As far as the voiceover sounds well, and I like at the end that you can kind of see the mouth of Ka moving and Scarlett talking, and it doesn't feel it doesn't feel overdone. It doesn't feel overdubbed. It almost looks fairly natural.
Right.
And
do you remember in the cartoon the snake's eyes would turn colors while
Yeah.
he was trying to hypnotize you? I was kind of worried about
Yeah.
that for a second.
It's
But
like, oh, please don't do that.
yeah,
You know,
that'd
you
be
could
bad.
change that. Maybe the pupil can change a little color or whatnot, but no. But the eyes were very hit. If you look at that and you watch, those
Right.
eyes are they're like very drawing you in,
Yeah.
staring into your heart and soul. Kind of, I was like, wow, that's well done. And,
Yeah.
and especially on a CGI character, to where we've talked about before some of our biggest gripes, and how we tried to talk about in the lost episode of Tron. The only big gripe was the whole time was the eyes felt dead in the CGI Jeff Daniels, and that the eyes of that character of Kaw felt like they gave it life and drew you in.
Right. Yeah, the CGI in this, it looks like, because the thing that I heard out of because I watched the Favreau's interview at D23 when he came out, and he said it was not unlike Avatar, because they actually had to create some technology to do this. All of it's shot on a soundstage.
Right.
There's no practical effects, and I think the kid, from what I heard, he had to shoot every scene twice identically. He had to shoot
Wow,
one live
really?
action, just him, and then another one right after in a mocap suit. So, I think this is going to be the best live action Disney movie we've seen yet. I'm fairly certain it's going to be that way. I mean,
Right.
until we see the actual final product, but just on the look and how serious this trailer was, so far it looks like it's going to blow every other Disney movie live action we've seen out the water.
Absolutely. And just kind of quick touch on sound. I mean, we know it's going to have the sound. It's got the people from Pirates that had some of the best sound. I'm sorry if you're asking, some of the most true to the environment and what was going on. So, and like you said, Johansson on her drawing out the S's. I feel like all these actors are going to nail spot on the voices. So I don't think any of that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and it's genius because when you think about who's going to play the king ape, the king orangutan, and then you hear, oh, it's Christopher Walken. You're like, oh, of course. Who?
Yeah,
Now I
like,
can't think of anyone else playing that.
I wonder if he's going to ask for more cowbell or anything like that.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Oh my god, that's so genius. That is a perfect casting. I'm really, out of all of them, really, because Walken's going to be great. King's is going to be great. We already know that Scarlett's going to be great. We just heard her. I'm really curious about Idris Elba's take on Shere Khan, because
That's a powerful voice as it is already.
well, I mean, I've seen him, and yeah, I mean, I know him. He's well respected and all that, and he's a great actor, but like, I don't know, man. It's either going to be like, I'm just curious to see it. I want to see what he's doing with it.
Yeah. And Murray is Baloo. I mean, it's just be himself. Just be
Yeah.
yourself. That's perfect.
That's also perfect casting. That is correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's say, man. Well, as far as a rating, how are you rating this trailer?
Okay, so this is and I was thinking earlier what I also thought was the perfect trailer. The other trailer that I thought was perfect when it came out was Suicide Squad.
Right.
I thought that was the perfect trailer as far as tone goes, pacing goes. I love that they saved the Joker to the very, very end.
Sorry, my son's holding me at gunpoint.
You're getting shot by a Martian.
Yeah.
I gave the Suicide Squad a 10 because I thought it was obviously I don't know what I can get the movie, but I'm gonna give this trailer a 10 for what I was going for.
Wow.
Do you even know what you just said?
I think this is the perfect trailer. I think the music, the music was epic too. It started off really slow, those little chimes, and then it just got continuously more and more epic.
Right. Right.
Thought it was perfect.
I agree. It's It's a 9.75 for sure. Okay, it's a 10. It's a 10. I'll give it a 10.
Good.
I've been bribed to it. I was held at gunpoint, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it, a 10. But yeah, I'd have to say 10. The visuals alone look like they're going to be something, like you said, it's new technology. It's something we haven't seen before. There's life in those eyes. There's life. They don't look dead. Everything looks very alive. Audio sounds fantastic. You've got a freaking awesome cast. You've got a great story that plenty of us grew up, love, and know, all the way from the book to the Disney animated to now. You have the recipe for something absolutely awesome, and I have to agree, it is a 10. It is a 10. So, Any closing thoughts, sir?
Yeah, the only thing else, and I say this, and I could get some slack on this, but just think about how lucky kids are growing up with these movies now. You know, so like we were lucky growing up with the animated movies, which are still great.
Right.
But can you imagine if like kids, when they're going to be talking about this movie, I feel like as we talk about Warm Blankets now, you know, so in like 20 years, this movie, I think when this comes out for kids especially, this will be an instant classic.
It's gonna be a warm blanket, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. When is the release date? I know it's 2016 sometime, but is it like?
I know it says 2016. As far as it looks like an actual date, April 15th, 2016.
Okay. That's not too far off. That's like what, 8 months or something?
Give or take. I'm not a math whiz. I'm just a tech. Wait, checking the guns there or something? What was that?
No, my phone went off, but I had it on vibrate, so.
I didn't hear it. Dadgummit. Couldn't give you any flack over it. But all right, well, folks, 10s from both of us. Highly anticipated. I definitely plan on getting my 5-year-old in here to watch it as well. My 11-year-old, she's in her tweens. I don't think I'm going to be so lucky. Other than that, Muse, do you have anything else?
That's all I got. That's all I got right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is your trailer break for the 2016 live-action release of The Jungle Book. We're probably going to try to shoot another one out to you here very soon as well, so keep on the lookout. Other than that, stay tuned to the glow of those monitors. We'll see you next time. Stop it! I'm wearing these. I'm gonna lick your nose. Ah, have you washed your hands lately? Okay. Tastes like old cheese chips.
I've seen that video.
Do what?